Information station, WTIM.
Good morning. You're listening to WTIM, your information station, and our morning show brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville. I'm your host, Grayson Bauman, and I'm joined by members of the Greater Taylorville Chamber of Commerce and the State of Illinois Career Fair. And we're going to go down the list here and let them introduce themselves. But good morning to you all. How are we?
Good.
We'll start in this corner with some familiar faces with April over there.
I'm April Wolf. I'm the interim operations coordinator for the chamber.
And I'm Crystal Baker, board president for the Greater Taylorville Chamber.
My name is Ann Holliday, and I am a recruiter and HR specialist for Illinois Department of Veterans Affairs.
Illinois Department of Veteran Affairs.
And I'm Brittany Clark. I'm the statewide recruitment manager for the state of Illinois, specifically at Central Management Services.
And so now we can see why maybe we didn't try and jam all those titles in there. Grayson would have done his best, but it wouldn't have came out real great. We're going to start on this end, and then we're going to transition over to talk a little bit about the job fair coming up and get a real discussion going about it. But we'd like to start with some new members that have joined the Taylorville Chamber of Commerce, and that's a development in just the last 2 weeks.
Yes, we have 2 new members, and we're super excited about it. So the first member is Fur Love. So Fur Love is located on the Taylorville Square. It's a 501c3 charitable resale shop whose proceeds after operational costs are used to assist the Christian County animals, citizens, and different organizations. They provide pet food to local food pantries, pay for vet care for low-income households, as well as rescue and feral animals, and provide funds to local organizations, school groups, and charities. And you can find out more about Fur Love on their Facebook page.
And then on the other side, Craig's Realtor.
Yes, Craig's Realtor also has joined in the last 2 weeks. So with unparalleled industry knowledge, experience, and local expertise, Craig's Realtors are the Taylorville, Illinois real estate experts. And whether you're buying or selling, they can help you get the best deal. So you can find out more about their services and everything that they offer by visiting their website at www.craigsrealtor.com. So we're very excited to have them join and be able to work with them going forward.
As I have to peek over the monitor here to see you there, April. Last time you guys were here, we had another 2 members, and so we're keeping it going and
We're growing every day.
Yes.
So it's wonderful.
So in having you every 2 weeks, you might think, oh, there might be a break where, all right, you haven't added a member or 2. We'd understand, but great stuff there. Let's transition as we are right about to the 4th of July weekend here, and there's plenty of events in Taylorville. Take me away from there, but what do we have on tap?
We are. So tomorrow starts all the festivities. The parade lineup is going to be at 9 a.m. at the Christian County Fairgrounds. There's no registration process. If you want to participate in the parade, just show up at the fairgrounds. The parade will kick off at 10 a.m. Immediately following the parade is the mayor's cookout on the square. You can enjoy a hot dog, chips, water, and ice cream sandwich, and I will see all your faces because I'm going to help serve that. The municipal band will perform at 7 p.m. at the Lake Taylorville Marina, and then fireworks will begin at dusk. So we're super excited for everything. Hope everyone can get out and enjoy a wonderful day with family and friends and community.
As somebody that hasn't been to the firework display out at Lake Taylorville, what would we rate it in terms of where it kind of stands?
Oh, it's really good, and it's not short.
No.
I would not call it a short fireworks display by any means.
It's long, and the finale always kind of blows you away. So I think you should check it out.
And if you're close to the marina, it reflects off of the water, obviously. So it makes it look even bigger.
So that will be as of July 4th. And so that will be tomorrow coming up. 9 a.m. the parade lineup at the fairgrounds. 10 a.m. is the parade start. Mayor's cookout right after that. Municipal band, and then the fireworks. So plenty going on with the 4th of July.
I wanted to throw out too, if you can't make the parade, usually Small Town Taylorville streams the parade, live streams it on their Facebook page.
Small Town Taylorville Facebook page for the live stream of it. Where's that kind of set up? Do you get the whole picture?
It's right in front of Fur Love.
Yeah, I believe it's right in front of Fur Love. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's an idea of what to expect from the 4th of July events here in Taylorville. And then right after that is the Ag Fair. And so there's not a whole lot of gap between then and now. But there's something we'd really like to highlight when it comes to the Ag Fair.
Yeah, so first I just want to say the 101st Annual Christian County Ag Fair is just a few weeks away. July 15th through the 19th at the Christian County Fairgrounds in Taylorville. Tuesday the 15th at 10 a.m. is their ribbon cutting to open the fair, and parking and entry is free. And then I want to highlight, so you all hear me on air as Crystal Baker, board president for the chamber, but I'm also the proud owner of Specialized Hearing Solutions in Taylorville and Shelbyville. And I want to personally invite all the senior citizens to join us for the senior luncheon at the Christian County Ag Fair, Wednesday, July 16th at the fairgrounds. Bingo with prizes starts at 11 a.m., followed by a free chicken dinner at noon. It's always a joyful and meaningful day. This is my second year as a sponsor, but I've been volunteering and serving meals for several years, and it truly holds a special place in my heart. Our seniors have spent a lifetime of giving, raising families, building businesses, volunteering, and helping shape the strong communities that we enjoy today. So giving back to them is just a small way to say thank you and show them some appreciation that they matter. I'm a proud sponsor, but also Stonington Fertilizer, Golden Harvest, Christian County Seeds, and Bayer are all sponsors as well. And we, again, want to invite all senior citizens to join us.
So, Crystal, that would be free to senior citizens. Is that 55 and up?
Yes. Yep.
55 and up. And say somebody like me who might not be 55 and up wants to come. Am I able to pay for a plate, or is it kind of exclusive?
It's exclusive for the senior citizens. Yes.
I just appreciate the distinction, so I don't go trying to get a free chicken dinner. Anything else from you guys, Chamber of Commerce wise? Anything else that we'd like to highlight coming up?
I think that, just check out our community calendar events on our website, tablechamber.com. But we want to spend the rest of the time letting the Illinois employees speak about the career fair.
That would be Ann Holiday and Brittany Clark. So let's get right into things here with the State of Illinois Career Fair. It's had a location change, but it's a good thing because we just added a little bit more space to be able to do so. Let's start with, what is the State of Illinois Career Fair?
Yeah, so the State of Illinois Career Fair, this is an all-agency career fair that represents a unique opportunity for attendees to explore career paths within the public sector. So it's open to everyone. So whether they're entry level in high school trying to explore what they want to do for a job, or if you're a mid to senior level professional who is looking for a career change, anyone is welcome in the community. There's a lot of opportunities to explore. Right now, we currently have 123 jobs just in Springfield posted that we're actively hiring for. That number changes every day. It grows and grows and grows. Statewide, we usually have about 350 to 400 jobs always available for people to apply to, because we're constantly promoting people. People are retiring. So the great thing about the state, it's a secure place to work. And we wanted to come into the Taylorville community to showcase those jobs, but also what makes this career fair really unique is that we're going above just the standard tabling. People can come and get resources like career counseling at the state. We can actually help match up your previous work experience and education and walk you through what titles would be a good fit for you. We will also have workshops there about resume building, and we'll have Illinois WorkNet there as well. So maybe someone's interested in working at IDOT, for example, but they don't have a CDL, helping people figure out how they can get those skills paid for free. And then I'll hand it over to Anna to talk a little bit more about that resume workshop.
Yeah, so the resume workshop, we're going to go through and talk about specifically a resume for the state of Illinois.
Okay.
I know a lot of people are told, and by career centers and things like that, to bullet point them down and make them smaller. You do not want to do that for the state of Illinois. We need a complete work history, because we're looking to see what experience, education that you have, and see if you're qualified for that position that you're applying for. So, and we're not looking for gaps in job history, so don't worry about that.
Okay.
We just need a complete job history, and it can be big. Like we don't mind if it's a few pages. That's okay, or even more than a few pages. I've seen them 8 pages. Yeah, but we want a complete work history. Want to know where you've worked at and what you've done, because that's what's going to help you get that job that you're looking for.
So that's a little different than what might normally be recommended to you, where it's, let's even cut it down to a page if we can, or at least pertinent work history that is applicable to whatever you're going to apply for. If I say even like my 16-year-old job, I'm 50 years old now, and even you want even the 16, what I was doing right at the start.
Yes.
I put my internship from college.
For everything.
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 I actually do a job on how, or I do a WebEx on how to do the profile, and I do it step by step, and I do it tab by tab. And I actually did a resume for Ronald Reagan.
Really?
Because he's the most famous veteran that I know from Illinois. And I actually did from his lifeguard job all the way to president. Like I did every job that he had all the way up. And the only thing that was different, I did actually fabricate one part of it, which was just Microsoft Office and things like that. They probably didn't have, because I wanted them to know where to put their skills at on the application and on the profile. So that's the only thing I kind of put in there that might be a little fabricated.
Well, yeah, maybe he might be proficient in Office. I don't know. He very well could be. He's not here to let us know if he is or isn't. So,
Right.
And I think that's the biggest thing that the change. Previously, the legacy way of applying to the state has been you take a test. And so there's a lot of test taking anxiety that people may have, or they may remember the old way of doing things. We have really taken a shift the past few years towards skill-based hiring. So we're looking for, a lot of times 4 years of college or equivalent. And how you demonstrate that is through that long resume. So coming out to the career fair on July 9th, next Wednesday, we're going to be out there 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. That's where you can really learn those insider tips and tricks to help you have a competitive application.
I was going to say, it sounds like this might be needed if I'm in my head thinking I should probably cut that resume to just one page, and all of a sudden I go to apply and probably needed about 4 maybe.
Yeah.
There's a lot to unpack, and let's do that when we come back around in the second segment here on the WTIM Morning Show. I am joined by Ann Holliday, Brittany Clark, Crystal Baker, and April Wolf. We'll get back around to them and talk more about not only the Chamber of Commerce, but this State of Illinois job fair coming to Taylorville. You're listening to WTIM, your information station.
Your information station. WTIM. information station. WTIM.
You're listening to WTIM, your information station, and our morning show. It's brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville. I'm joined by Ann Holliday, Crystal Baker, April Wolf, and Brittany Clark here on the morning show, and we're going to come back around and talk more about the State of Illinois Career Fair. There was a lot to unpack there, and there's one more piece that we want to make sure we get out there about how much detail we would really like. Make it as detailed as we can, and that resume sounds like it application sounds like it provides a lot of real estate to do so.
Yes. When you're filling out those applications as well, you want to be as detailed as possible about where you got the experience. I would, as a recruiter, I would never tell somebody to put C resume on there. You don't want to do that. You want to actually point to them where you got that experience at. Tell them where you worked at. If it says I want 2 years of management experience and you've got 20, you say I worked at ABC company from this state to this state. Let them know how much experience you have and where you got it at, because that's what we're looking for.
Yeah. And not just saying, a great example that I use, let's say if we're looking for office experience and answering the phone. So instead of writing, I answered the phone for 2 years, give us an idea of the volume or what type of systems you use. So I answered a multi-phone line system, soft phone Jabber, because that's like a software, also a hard desk phone, taking 40 plus phone calls per day. So where it's really giving that number of, okay, you are handling a high volume versus just, I answered the phones.
Yes.
So the detail, not only for filling it out and making it look complete, but also so I can, as a recruiter, or I can, as somebody digesting your application, go, okay,
Yes.
that is going to translate.
We are looking for that experience and we need to know where it came from.
Something else you had mentioned earlier was it might be preferred that you have a 4-year degree, but sometimes there's experience that can equal that. Is there a number in there? Is there an amount of time that might equal something along those lines?
If they see equivalent to. So if they say 4 years, we need a 4-year degree or equivalent, that equivalent tells you that if you had 4 years of experience and what they're looking for, that would be in lieu of. And then if it says plus 2 years of this, and then it would be like 6 years. So you got to add the time up, but if you've got that in the resume to show them, but that equivalent to tells you a lot. If it doesn't say equivalent to, then they actually need the degree.
Okay.
But if it says equivalent to, then that means you can use experience in lieu of.
That's probably a good thing, not only for a state of Illinois job, but maybe also for others out there. But that's our focus right now. Is on the State of Illinois Career Fair coming to the VFW in Taylorville July 9th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. with just a minute or two more. Anything in terms of the interview process? Are we helping them kind of what's best for an interview? I know a lot of this is how do we get the application in, but is there anything about that second step?
They definitely should come and talk to a lot of the different recruiters that are out there. Specifically, like IDVA does a whole series of classes to help them through that in the interview process. I know HFS does that as well, and you just have to sign up for them. They're free. They're on WebEx, and we'll talk you through all of those things. And we really generally, as recruiters, want to help you get that job that you're looking for at the state.
Yeah. And if you're really not sure where to start or you're interested in a state job, always the best place is the CMS Career Counseling. If you're not sure how to get to it, just pull up good old Google, CMS Career Counseling, State of Illinois. They'll take you to our webpage, and that's where we'll help you match jobs with your experience and then also help with that interview prep.
Perfect. CMS Career Counseling might be another good place to go, but keep in mind, July 9th of 2025, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., the State of Illinois Career Fair at the VFW in Taylorville behind Ace Hardware. We're out of time, but Brittany, thank you. And thank you, Crystal.
Thank you.
And April over there, thank you as well. You're listening to the
Thank you.
WTIM Morning Show on your information station.
Your information station. WTIM.